don't rock nobody.
If you're still sitting down,
you're on a long thing.
I'm in the mood, yo. Baby.
Oh, wow.
My Yoruba is sweet. It's sweet.
So you've been practicing for like how many months, and you thought that you could just use it today?
For you, I'm getting all the right words for you. You know, I got you, baby.
It's only possible for me.
Mogatie.
You did not think that you should use this phrase for Sasuke?
Wow.
We're moving on. God.
Okay, so right now, as you can see, it is entertainment extravaganza. Anytime you see us on your screen on Thursdays, like we've got some epic throwback tunes on the agenda. Trust us, you're in for some sweet, good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a unique and exciting experience. If you know, you know. This is the place where you can come to escape the stress of the world and find some inspiration. We've got the ultimate playlist of throwback hits, some killer dance moves, and some powerful moments to keep you empowered.
True that. Yes, we're thrilled to be with you today, where we are all about celebrating life and lifting each other, you know. So let's dance, let's sing, and inspire one another the throwback way. How about that for size, baby? Aha. Right. It is your homegirl right here. It is your girlfriend next door.
Chee.
It's the jewel in the crown that you wear on your head. You get. Thank you indeed. It is the hostess with the misters, baby. It is Honey Money. It is Honey Flames, the baddest in the game.
Chee, 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 chee. Cha-ching.
Are you feeling the pink?
Cha-ching.
Close your mouth.
And the Jebo don't look go.
Problem.
Not the finish.
I know that you say you are relieving stress on this show.
Yes, problem.
Wow. No, honey pots, you are the elixir he has been looking for.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I do love your pants.
Okay, Nigeria is a different country, so, you know, pants over there.
It's trouser.
Come.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, I don't want to believe that people don't understand English.
She spoke English.
No,
It's okay, it's okay.
Wow.
It's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Big J, Big P, and yeah, I'll be here sandwiched between these amazing women today.
All right, guys, you know my name. My name is Catherine. You all know me as Lady Kath, her real hotness. Queen Kath, her real hotness. Kit Kat, the person, not the chocolate, baby. Kitty Kata, Kate of the Kate Cruise, baby.
Let's go.
Okay, so you need to get ready because on today's edition, we'll be keeping you up to speed on what's happening in the entertainment world. Then we are going celebratory mode on celebrity birthday shout-outs. Right after, we'll be hitting the rewind button, taking you back to this day in entertainment history.
The fun definitely doesn't stop there, as Catherine will be keeping us entertained on Social View, sharing with us all the shenanigans happening on Social View.
Right, and the other part of the show will commence with the Chew It Up segment, where one of us will be talking about what's presently bugging him or her, followed by the news recap.
We'll then be checking out who we've got on Where Are They Now, after which we'll be switching things up, as we will be having a guest joining us. Let's go, people.
The show is open.
I like your pants too. Heart attack.
Right, but you didn't do the banky W.
Yes.
Baby girl, won't you fly,
Bro,
fly,
like,
as in that
I
song.
use all these songs, do things. Hey.
Oh, wow.
Secondary school.
Interesting.
I think I need to give a shout out to our producer, Ms. Dupe. Like, so many guys today, she's giving them memories because these are songs that they used to toast babes. J. Paul has been telling me that I use all these songs.
You should let me love. I sing my first girlfriend, I remember. I toast my babe with this girlfriend. I can't dance, can't give her.
Bing, bing.
Bing, bing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, and we're moving on to the entertainment gist for today. First up on the entertainment gist, cultural group expresses disappointment over portrayal of Ayo Masquerade in Gangs of Lagos. Isale Co-Descendants Union, IDU, has expressed its blatant displeasure at how Isale Co showcased in the movie Gangs of Lagos. In a statement issued and signed by the union's chairman, Mr. Yomi Tokosi, it read, and I quote, "The attention of the Isaleko Descendants Union, IDU, has been drawn to the very disturbing violent images in a new movie directed by Jade Osiberu and Kemi Lala Akindoju. Executive produced by Adeshagun Adetoro, Demi Olubanwo, Olumide Soyombo, Bankole Wellington, Adesua Etomi Wellington, and Kola Aino, and filmed by Grill Studios and released by Amazon's Prime Video Nigeria, called Gangs of Lagos, end quote. In the movie, the unique Eyo masquerade indigenous to the Isaleko community in Lagos was illegally and scandalously depicted as being used as a camouflage, decoy, and subterfuge for murderers and gangsters operating in the Isaleko area, end quote. Noting the historic heritage of the masquerade, the union frowned at its being portrayed in a despicable and insensitive manner. It added, and I quote, "For the avoidance of doubt, the Eyo masquerade has been part of the unique cultural heritage of the Isaleko community of Lagos since 1854, 169 years, and the Eyo is known as a masquerade for celebration in Lagos Island and not an instrument of gangs of criminals as illegally and scandalously portrayed," end quote. Most importantly, the movie has brought the Eyo masquerade and the people of Isaleko into disrepute, who are now deemed criminally minded in the eyes of right-thinking members of the society, end quote. The Isaleko Descendants Union is very disturbed that the culture and tradition of Isaleko can be wantonly exploited in such a despicable and insensitive manner by Amazon Prime Video to the detriment of the Isaleko community. The illegal and scandalous depiction of the Eyo masquerade in the movie is actionable, and a petition has been lodged by the IDU with the National Film and Video Censors Board, NF, and VCB, including other major stakeholders. The IDU has, among other things, requested that the NF and VCB withdraw the approval granted to the movie Gangs of Lagos and direct the withdrawal of the movie from all viewing channels available to the public. The IDU and other community stakeholders will also be considering legal action for the damage done to the culture, tradition, and image of the Isaleko community and the Eyo masquerade, end quote. The Lagos State government, through the Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, has also expressed displeasure with the promoters of the Gangs of Lagos over cultural misrepresentation for portraying the culture of Lagos State in a derogatory manner. Now, this is serious.
Yeah,
Okay,
very
so
serious.
this is very, very serious. When I saw it yesterday, I did not even know that it has a lot of depth to it like this. That is, they had, I just saw cancellation. I didn't know that they had forwarded, messages to some bodies. So people would say, oh, let people be creative. And I truly understand that. And it was something that I watched and I totally enjoyed it. But then thinking about this, because in fact, we have other people too saying that they don't even know this body, that, some violence happened right there, that is in Isaleko, and has anybody ever addressed it? But I do understand again, because I had to close my eyes and think the next time I see an Eyo.
Yep.
Will I be scared? Because, they always hold that, that stick. I don't know whether I'll be scared if the next thing I'm going to see is they're going to bring out a gun. So somehow, I really do not even know how to, because I really, truly enjoyed the movie. And I think I understand a bit of what they are saying too. But does that now mean that people should not create stuff? That I don't know where the balance will be, because right now I really don't know what to say. Actually, for the very first time,
So I totally get where all of this is going to, because there are some people that do not understand some cultures.
Yes.
But due to watching movies which are supposedly about those cultures, they believe they understand everything to know about those cultures. So if this is what is depicted in a movie, and we've seen people from all over the world come to Nigeria for the Eyo Festival. Now, when you hear people saying, oh, I'm going for Eyo Festival, the next thing you'll be like, are you sure they won't kill you? That's what some people will start saying. Because there are some people that also did not even know anything about the Ayo. And from this movie, what they've seen, they believe, oh, that's what these people do. That's what they are. This is what they're about.
And it's not only a festival they celebrate in Nigeria. There are different festivals.
I'm not particularly going to agree with what you said. So filmmaking is purely imagination.
Because somebody now, hold on, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Now, while I was reading, somebody said perhaps they should have put it there that this is fiction.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
because it was not stated.
I was getting there.
Oh, is it stated?
Yeah.
I didn't know
this
this.
is pure fiction.
Yeah.
So
really?
filmmaking, if you begin to do this, then you're going to begin to restrict a lot of people being able to do imagination.
Create
their imagination.
Yeah.
Writers bring it up. It's imagination. If it was written in the beginning, because it's a very sensitive matter.
Yes,
if it was written in the beginning based on a true story, then you have a problem. Like, you have a major problem.
Yeah, like did it really happen? Yeah.
But we've watched different movies in Hollywood, for instance, where you have, for instance, the Arab people have been portrayed as the bad guys in American movies for a long time. Then they moved to Russian people. Immediately you watch American movies, the bad guys are not Russian. They are either from Arab, or in fact, they even started putting Chinese people as the bad guys in movie. But that does not automatically say
translates to
that
them
this is what they are. So it's something that they have to sit down and iron out. This is pure fiction. Writers should be able to have the freedom
to create
stuff. It doesn't mean that is what it is. I mean, a lot of people know that the Nigerian culture, the Ayo culture, it depicts a lot about our history. It depicts our identity. So there's no way a foreigner will come and say, oh, this is what you people depict. I'm sure they know Nigeria as a
well, don't be too sure that you know that don't be too sure, because I was even going to say that apart from Ayo, you have Ojude Oba, you have this. So if somebody created like Ojude Oba and it's like every day, every time they go for Ojude Oba, it is chaos. You know, and then you're like, no, something that we really enjoy. So the reason I'm saying that, I don't even know where to, because I believe that people should be able to create, but then again, people are protecting their culture.
I think a problem was made by the filmmakers, in the sense that you're doing something like this about culture, right? And you don't want to get a misrepresentation at the end of the day. We made movies in Calabar, in Cross River State. We made movies about the migration of the people and how our culture and all that stuff. My father made a movie. We went to seek, and we're from the royal family.
Okay, you sought permission.
Seek permission. Yeah. We went to the Obong of Calabar. We sought permission so that when we bring it out,
there won't be
no misrepresentation. So I think things like this, because they went to Isale Ekona. I mean, they shot there. Lots of scenes were removed and all that stuff from the movie. So if they went that length, then they should have actually taken this step to make sure that in the future it doesn't come back to haunt them, because they've made such a good movie. This is just...
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie, really. And the reason I'm saying that, yes, I watched it and I enjoyed it. But then again, if these people are saying that, say, we don't want anything tarnishing our image or our culture, I don't think it is out of place too.
Yeah, because growing up, I used to go to, whenever they have the Ayo, I usually go to watch it in Isaleko.
She is even from Eko now.
My grandpa had their own. So when I was watching the film, I was not trying to remember that. I used to see all these things I know now. So unconsciously, because I know that at the back of my head, I was like, no, it is just a movie. But there are people that will be like, oh, really? The next time they go for Ayo, they'll start looking under that. Is there something hidden? Because it's an unconscious thing. And at the end of the day, Nigerians, or let me just say generally Africans, they protect their culture. You can't go to the East and then they say, don't do this and you want to do it. No, they will tell you not to. If you go to the not to, the same thing. So at the end of the day, this set of people, the Saleko Indigenous Union, they're just, the Descendants Union, they're just trying to protect their culture. And they're trying to tell people that what you saw in the movie is fiction. What the Ayo is what they stand for is celebration. When there are celebrations, that's when they come out and they represent the spirits of the ancestors. That is what it is.
The funny thing now is I would like to understand if, because it's on Amazon, and Amazon is not particularly Nigerian. You know, so if it's the cinemas, yes, they can. And good.
No, so they can. So they can write to them. Yeah, they can.
To Amazon.
Yes, they can.
But then that means it's just
if they have their like concrete and they can see it as well. But I don't know. I hope that they will be able to reach I don't even know what can be
It's
done.
going to drag.
The thing is, they should have just taken the right steps to
Yes.
avoid this situation because it was
Because they should
very
have forced,
avoidable.
because, yes, because
Very
see,
avoidable.
I've said all I have to say.
I feel like moving forward, they should just carry those in charge. Anyway, still on the entertainment news. Good news for Nick Cannon. Mariah Carey drops legal petition against Nick Cannon. American singer Mariah Carey seems to have changed her mind over the custody battle with Nick Cannon over their twin kids. According to reports, the singing diva has decided that she won't be fighting her ex-husband Nick Cannon in court over primary custody of their 11-year-old twins Mauro and Murukan. In January this year, Mariah Carey decided to overlook the initial joint custody arrangement put in place when her union with Nick Cannon ended after realizing he has plans to have more kids. Mariah Carey is allegedly over Nick Cannon not having enough time for the children because of his other children. A source speaking out against Carey's petition stated, and I quote, "The reality of the situation is that Mauro and Murukan are usually with Mariah anyway," end of quote. The source added, and I quote, "But she wants to put him on notice, but he can't just fly in and out of their lives while he attends to his other children, and she wants legal standing as the twins' primary caregiver," end of quote. Just so you know, Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon got married in the Bahamas in 2008, the same year they started dating. 3 years later, the ex-couple became parents to their twins. After 6 years of marriage, the pair divorced in 2014.
I mean, like you said, good news.
Good news, though.
For Nick Cannon. But so, what I take from all of this at the end of the day is that somehow, somewhat, for him to be able to manage 12 kids with different mothers, and he has not really had major issues, you know. He's a great guy at the end of the day. He's trying his best to be a great guy. The only problem is he's building a football team, you know. So Chelsea should come and sign him because yesterday's show was terrible.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
So, well, all I'm just going to say is I'm happy for Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Because even before this news got out, there were already speculations because he also took a selfie with one of the twins when he was dressed as a bunny. So it was obvious that he still went to see the twins and they spent time together. So now that this is happening, this is just good news because it shows that he's going to have more time with his twins.
Yeah.
And even though he still wants a 13th kid, maybe the one he regretted from Christina Milian,
Or Taylor
the one he
Swift.
wants with Taylor Swift, let's just keep our fingers crossed as the bench fills up.
It shouldn't just come after terms. That's all I'm saying.
We can only wish him the best.
Yes, we can.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the entertainment news. It is time for celebrity birthday shout-outs. First up in alphabetical order, Afeez Owo is a year older today. He is a popular Yoruba actor, movie producer, and director who has several popular movies to his credit. He's also the husband of famous Yoruba actress Mide Martins.
His birthday
Afeez
was
Owo.
yesterday.
Afeez Owo.
Orlando Awoni. I am so sorry.
Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday.
His wife's birthday was yesterday.
I'm still late.
Amazing.
Happy
You tried,
birthday. I tried. Next up, we have DJ Big N, who is also celebrating today. He's a Nigerian disc jockey and the official DJ of Maven Records.
Happy
When
birthday.
you're big, you're big.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Next up, we have Kayode Aderu Boko, who is a year older today. He's a veteran Nollywood actor who has immensely sacrificed and contributed to the growth of the industry. He has featured and produced numerous films, some of which include Agogo Ewo, Ti Oluwaline, The Figurine, Jennifer 1 and 2, and Return of Jennifer, Jennifer's Diary, and October 1, amongst many others. Please.
Kayode Aderukpoko is
I'm
a
sorry.
legend
I wish
in
you the
the
best
Yoruba
today.
industry.
I'm sure a lot of people are having fun laughing today.
Happy
Happy birthday. Next up, we have Mike Bamiloye, who is 63 today. The Nigerian film actor, dramatist, producer, and director is an evangelist and the founder and president of Mount Zion Drama Ministry and Mount Zion Television, popularly known for popularizing faith-themed films in Nollywood.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to him. We also have Miss Banks, who is 28 today. She's a British rapper, singer, and songwriter of the Ugandan and Nigerian descent. She has featured with artists like Fowls, Simi, Naira Marley, and others.
And she's bad like that.
Yeah, she
Miss
is.
Banks, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
We also have Omaumi, who is 41 today. She's a Nigerian singer, songwriter, and actress who gained attention as the 2007 runner-up on West African Idols. Omaomi has several hit songs like Botombele, In the Music, If You Ask Me, Make Bele, Malowa to her credit.
Oh, mommy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We also have Paul Sovino, who is 84 today. The American actor, opera singer, businessman, writer, and sculptor is popular for films such as Goodfellas and NYPD Sergeant Phil Serretta on the TV series Law and Order, amongst others.
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Also on the list, we have Ron Perlman, who is 73 today.
Gang.
He's an American actor popular for films such as the Hellboy franchise.
So you're in the right place if you want to check out the crazy happenings on your social media space. So better get ready for some good laughs because it is time for Social View.
Let's do this.
Okay. So, all those people that like to cheat, you people don't have an excuse. Nnamdi says, I stole her phone to check if she's cheating. I found screenshots of me cheating. Tommy of LV now says, that is still cheating because anything your spouse does without you knowing about is cheating on you. That there, Tommy of LV.
Yeah, not serious.
As
Tommy
in,
Velvy.
if I sound his head.
But really? So what were you? So, and then again, you cheat outright, right? And then you want to catch another person. Does that even make any sense?
So the thing is,
Are you supposed to be checking her phone when you know that you cheat on a normal
he's
day?
cheating, that's why he's scared she's cheating.
So the question you asked, right, am I supposed to check a phone? The truth is, I make it a rule. If I'm dating anybody, I
Nobody
don't go
checks
through your
anybody.
phone.
Nobody
But
checks
the thing is, you can have password to my phone. I can, like,
Of
you can have
course.
my passwords and everything. But I would not, even if you keep your phone,
Yeah.
like, I would ask for your permission first because I don't want to go get heart attack.
Well,
I don't want to
it's
start
like that. It's not even-
sleeping and I'm having nightmares.
Unnecessary.
It's not necessary.
in the middle of the night, you now wake up and look at that. You.
I mean, that thing, no. You don't want to do that to yourself.
Don't need it. You guys, they cheat. End of discussion. Kizzy Vortex TV says, from now till December, I'm fine. My night was cool and I have eaten. No kill me with talk. And I second this. Yes.
So this is for all the people that keeps asking,
Have
how
you
are
eaten?
you? Have you eaten?
Have you eaten?
How's your night?
I know
Just
the-
write it down, pin it. Pin it to your WhatsApp stuff.
I know the funny
Some
thing.
people will still pretend
They will
that they
still
don't
ask.
say. They'll ask you.
They will ask. And when they say have you eaten, you say no. Say, get something. So why are you asking?
That's what I hate the most. If you ever ask if I have eaten, after that, have you eaten? And I say I have not eaten, kindly ask for my details, or you say, where's the address so that, we can...
Okay, so I know it gets boring, even in relationships at some point where you call every day, how are you? How are you doing? Have you eaten? But is it not right to ask these questions?
Okay, so I am saying that if it is in a relationship,
Yep.
you can't be too formal. So there are things that, so it will not come like, have you eaten?
The normal
Or like,
question.
okay, so
Yeah.
have you had anything to eat this morning? Like that one is even different. Like maybe you're already
Yeah.
talking about different things. Because if you're like that in your normal relationship, then something must be wrong. That
It's
means you're
boring.
not going to leave the talking stage till forever. Like,
Exactly.
it's just funny.
I second that. Okay, moving on. This is to all those people in relationship that they're already tired. They say, someone is telling you, say, I feel a spark between us. And the guy is like, oh, fam, no spark. If I may, no spark.
Why?
Because, see, there are some people that even talking stage, you're already tired. So that spark, you are not feeling, the person is feeling. Just
So me, I would have thought
Snap,
that it should be the other way around. Like it would be the lady that is trying to quench the fire, not the guy. Because it's the guy that is supposed to be like, you know, I'm feeling a spark, and then the girl is saying, so I don't know
No, the
why
only time guys are like this is usually before, like January, February, before Valentine's. After that, you can have all the spark in the world.
because
Oh, really?
people don't have shame.
wow. Ladies, I hope you've been updated. Okay. At the lady Mo says, I near this girl's shop. She don't carry the Rika, they measure Gary. What of if now rice I won't buy? So this one thing about markets, when you go to, like, a friend of mine said she just went to find out how much they were selling bag of rice and so. And then they carry, until now be this. She said, wait, I'm just asking. They want you to buy by force.
No, it is not by force, but I mean.
So,
So I think it is actually say finish. Or perhaps it is Gary she's always buying.
At the shop,
what's really funny about this is, so I had a Twitter space yesterday. I have a Twitter space that I host. So I had Larry Asiwaju on Twitter. I had Omotara as well as guest on my Twitter space.
Yeah.
So the way she types is the way she talks.
I see.
She's very funny.
Really?
Like she's so funny. So it was just funny. So this is how she would talk. What if na rice I won't buy? That's how she talks.
Wow.
Interesting.
All right, moving on. This is a conversation, obviously, between a guy and a girl. And she says, Johnson, I'm pregnant. And Johnson is saying, oh, Mom, I'm in a noisy environment now. I can't hear you. And she says, what do you mean you can't hear me? I did do a WhatsApp voice note now.
Johnson.
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 Don't get belly.
Mr. Johnson.
You have scored a goal.
Yes.
Mr. Johnson, when you were doing it, were you expecting a plasma TV? What's that?
I
No
wonder.
plasma.
Yes.
Hey.
Like, when you,
When you write exam, you get results now.
Wow.
when you don't use protection.
It's the way he said I'm in a noisy environment. Wow. Wow.
And then the response for me, it's not WhatsApp voice notes. Like, guy.
Like, Mr. Johnson, please do. Let us be guided here. Thank you.
Ballon d'Or.
I don't know, say they don't the ear chat.
Highest goal scorer.
All right. So this one says, girl, wait talk. Say I regret meeting you. Don't post that, papa. Now my polo demand still wear.
Okay.
But she doesn't regret meeting you. She regrets meeting you, but not your polo. So.
Okay, so you will think that if somebody regrets meeting you, that they want to wipe all your memories, like, you know. So you will not understand why she will go and give your daddy, your T-shirt.
Okay, so this brings me to the question that when you're in a relationship with someone and you guys break off, is it right to go and delete everything about that person?
So I don't even understand how people do that thing. I think for different people with different ways of dealing with stuff. I have heard of where somebody was not dating somebody before and the person returned everything the person had given them. And I felt that that's actually very petty.
Yeah.
Petty. Like, for what?
Petty and childish.
If you're fighting or you say, well, no, that does not now say...
That one is very
But if you buy a car for the person.
So I don't want now know that one of cow. Maybe the person can bet. Maybe because they are still petty things. Like, well, maybe you'd say all those things are small. Or you bought a house for the person. The person now say, I don't vex.
Is that my name?
Go and change it. I don't.
Oh, yeah. The house and cars.
I've never heard that, Sha. I've never
I
heard
heard
that.
something yesterday.
That.
So I heard that, you know, these girls that are buying houses, that, you know, the men that buy it for them, it's not as if they are buying it in their name.
Oh.
So they buy it for like 5 years, 10 years in their own name, and they just give it to them to you know, stay in. And then after that, they collect it.
You return it.
I was going to ask you, is that true?
Wow.
But
now you
I never meet person.
I mean, oh my God.
Please, I beg. Please, a man should come and buy a house for me first. Let us see how it goes. So that when J-Paul, I'll come back to answer this question.
So let me just give you guys a light hack. If you're lonely, dim all the lights and put on a horror movie. After a while, it won't feel like you're alone anymore. This one is very nice now. Yes.
So who is now with you?
You yourself and the movie.
You can't hear something drop in the kitchen.
Then breeze will blow.
Me, I cannot even do this. You know why I cannot do
Why?
it? even when I'm watching something that's, it's not a horror film, or it's not just interesting, or I see that they are stressing me, you know, movies that I'll just be like, oh, anything that does not have mouth cannot have power over me. I change it.
So, funny thing is, I don't watch horror movies.
Why?
So I don't know why the writer will sit down and imagine different ways to die. Why do you want to die? I'm a Nigerian man.
Some things stress me.
I'm a Nigerian man.
I stop.
It's
I'm
like
telling you.
When you're going outside, I think it was Sheila that said this one time, like when he was going out to Yekpa, he would not say, yeah, Tunde, Motidele, oh. He will leave her and run, you know? So the thing is, to be honest with you, I don't want to die. I don't think about death, so I don't watch horror movies.
Now, horror film, they sweet die. As in, horror film, they sweet pass between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. Watch it.
I wish you would.
Love it.
As I
It's
am
not
like,
enough for you that it's horror. You know
You
how to
will
watch
love it. Trust me.
I don't even-
When everywhere is quiet.
I don't even tune to Yoruba channel. Yoruba channel. In the middle of the night, that's where they'll be showing burial ground. That's where I'm not even joking. As in, just try it. I don't. From 10 o'clock, because I was saying kilo shelle, shonfish people in like, like I'm telling you.
Funny pot. I can't watch all my film with you. I can watch some, but not all.
Me, I don't like anything to stress me in this life. Oh. I switch to another place.
Okay.
Final Destination. That's indeed
I
something.
loved
Are you
it. And
serious?
Scream.
If I see
Final
trailer
Destination
now,
and
the way I
Scream.
move, don't
Hey.
worry about it.
Okay, my people, Social View as usual was a blast.
The whole wide world, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just tuning in, this is Esplash, where your entertainment is our top priority. You missed the first hour of the show, but not to worry, we still have more lined up. But first, it's time to chew it off, where one of us will be updating us on what's getting her riled up.
So it looks like it's not even you because, of course,
It has to be.
her.
Yeah, it's her.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so it's me, and this is not even funny at all. Yesterday, I saw in the news that an OAU student, a 500 level student, was linked. And it's just so pathetic. The offense was that they said he stole a phone, and I'm not sure whether they know for sure that he stole the phone, but it was, jungle justice was carried out, and now is late, and his classmates or thereabouts are on the matter, and they're asking questions, and they even want to be involved. They are telling the VC that they want to be involved in any committee that, you know, they create for, you know, the investigation or whatever thing they are doing right there. And I look at it and I'm like, again? Whatever happened to reporting to the right authorities if you feel like somebody has stolen something that does not, or has taken something that does not belong to them? Why would you kill that person? And then in a learning institution, why would you do that? And I even learned that the SUJ is a part of it. And I'm just confused. We are really clamoring for a better Nigeria. And we have seen things happen in the past.
Yeah.
We are... It's just so very pathetic. Somebody who had done 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 final year, even if the person was even in 0 level, nobody deserves to die like that. How? Why would you not hand the person, whoever takes laws into their hands, like, why would you do that? I thought that we had gotten to a point that, you know, you just report, because this thing has happened so many times in Nigeria that they will just say sometimes it is even wrong, like that is the person is wrongly accused of something, and before you know it, they had already put tires on the person and they had already set the person ablaze or something. It's just so sad. I don't think that in this age and time we should still be talking about something like this. It is illiterate.
It's just sad.
So this actually touches me in a very, very, very sensitive part, because you won't know how something is really deep until it affects somebody that you know or affects you personally. This has affected a friend of mine, right? He was just going on the road. Somebody just came and said, that's the guy, that's the guy. And before he could say Jack Robinson, he had tires over him, they were beating him, and even the police were on the other side. They didn't do anything. They were beating, they were about to lynch him. It was a tout, an Agbero on the road, that came to help him. He went to go and call the police to come that they want to kill this guy, and came and they took him to the station. He didn't know why they came and pointed him, and they said, oh, he looked like somebody that stole something. He was wearing the same clothes that person wore, and he wasn't the person. So it's a jungle. It's a jungle to imagine that people would sit down, would just want to kill another human being, even if he stole Maggie, even if whatever he stole. You are not supposed to be the jury and the judge at the same time. You're not supposed to pass sentence on anybody. It's wrong. It's wrong. What if that guy is... So, we're animals at the end of the day when you think about this. The people who do this are seriously animals, and this boils down to everybody involved. And I saw this also on social media when they said one guy was a ritualist and he jammed, he killed somebody, and then people now came and...
People have not even recovered from that.
It's a terrible situation. Both the people that are making videos and the people standing there and the audience, we've seen cases like this happen. Alu 4. Same situation. It's still fresh in my head. So it is terrible that human nature, and we just talked about this some days on the show, the same way we are on social media ready to bash each other over anything, is the same attitude that we have in real life. So the social media, jungle justice now, we have taken it to social media as cyberbullying. Yeah. It is the same thing.
So the thing is, a lot of people are frustrated and they're just looking for where to put all of their frustrations. And all you need is just start something and they would join. They don't even want to know what the cause is about. They would just follow. And the fact that it's all about their frustrations, they would put the wicked and negative energy into that thing. And before you know it, what you plan to be something peaceful would become violent and result in death of so many people. Because at the end of the day, these things can be resolved gently with proper investigation carried out. This thing, the real culprits can come out. Even the one you were talking about, I saw that one and that was trending. The one of the boy who they said used people for ritual. From the chats I saw with his friends, this guy's friends called him that his parents were having issues or something. He was rushing home to resolve an issue between his father and his mother. And not far from their house, he mistakenly hit a bike. Before you knew it, people had lynched him, pulled him out of the car.
And his parents even came and they beat them.
They burnt him.
They even beat the parents, first of all, before they killed him.
Burnt him in front of his parents, burnt the car. So at the end of the day, I don't know, people are just looking for where to put all their frustrations and negative energy. And it's just sad because, and what makes it worse is the fact that some of these cases, when they are reported, you would hear that maybe policemen were not too far or something. It's just sad. I just hope something can be done.
This is quite sensitive, and I don't know when it's going to ever end. We need to end it. Jungle justice. Say no to jungle justice is not the right way. All right, after that rant session, here's a recap of the entertainment news in case you missed it earlier. We talked about cultural group expressing disappointment over portrayal of Ayo Masquerade in Gangs of Lagos. Yeah.
Very sad.
Yes, it is.
Well, we also told you that Mariah Carey has dropped legal petition against Nick Cannon, and he's happy, of course.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, switching things up, our guest today is visual content creator, actor, filmmaker, and fashion model. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, ex-Big Brother Titan housemate, Blaqboi! I supposed to pay me for that intro.
Yeah, no, that was good. As a boy, I was like, is it me? Oh, wow.
Blaqboi in Lagos, all the way from South Africa.
Yes, sir.
What's going on? How has Lagos been treating you?
You know, Lagos is a very different place. Like from the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm from J-Town originally.
Yes.
Yeah. When I came back to Lagos, from the airport, I just knew that I was back to Nigeria. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Everything just changed. From airport, I knew that, nah, this is Nigeria. I'm back to Nigeria.
So you've tried the delicacies, you've tried the food.
In South Africa?
No, here.
In Lagos?
Oh, are you based here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is our boy. This is our boy all the way from Nigeria.
All the way from Nigeria, just born. Yeah.
Okay, so how was it when you got to South Africa? You met the housemates, you got into the house, and then relating with them, going through everything and meeting new people. How did that feel?
Yeah, for me, first of all, that was going to South Africa was my first time leaving the country. And before going there, there were ideas we had about South Africans, like me personally, what I saw online and just on Twitter, what you see about them. Yeah. So going there, I just went with a mindset of the kind of people I was going to meet. But surprisingly, when I got to the house, it was totally different. Like the people I met there were not the people I used to think of South Africans as.
Oh, wow. So what was your thoughts about South Africans?
I mean, we all know, sorry to cut you. We all know like the Nigeria, South Africa tension. So we all had that notion of, okay, this is how South Africans are towards Nigerians. So like there was that.
Oh, I get it.
Yes, good. So like I went with that
mentality.
I mean, that's the only thing I had about, like I didn't really know. Before then, I'd never met any South African. So like when I went there, I went with that like notion in my head. But like getting there is a whole different thing.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, when they started the pairing thing, what came to mind? Did you even like it? Did you like your partner?
To be honest with you, the first time I heard we were going to be paired, I was like, damn, no. Because I feel like everybody came with some sort of energy. You know why you're on the show. And
yes.
if you're being paired with someone that is not as determined as you are, it's going to definitely drag you and slow you down. Yeah, as we've seen on the show with some people.
Yeah.
But again, of course, at the beginning, I was like, damn. Then I didn't like it at first. But like, I think gradually with first, second, third week, myself and my partner became very close and we understood each other. And then before you knew, we started. In fact, second week, we won the first head of house. Yeah, myself and my partner. So it was like a thing of, okay, after the first week, second week, we just hitting it and going.
Interesting.
Okay, so when I look at your profile and reading through what you've done, even before the house, I see a lot of similarities. You know, when you see Spider-Man sees each other, say, oh, you. So I see a lot of similarities with my story, and I want to ask you, I mean, you already had fame in terms of TikTok before this show, right? You're a content creator. You were doing all these things media-wise. What informed your decision to go for the show, and was that your first try?
Yeah, so first of all, that was my first try. That was like my fourth try. Yeah, I've been trying Big Brother Nigeria for a minute. Yeah. So basically, I've been making content since 2017. That's probably like 5 years. So, I mean, my content wasn't so bad. Like in terms of it going out, audience, it wasn't very bad, but it wasn't where I wanted it to be. Yeah. So I knew that I just needed a platform that would put me up there, because I knew I have what it takes. When I'm up there and I give my content, I knew that it's going to move. So I just needed a platform to just push me up, which Big Brother Titan did.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about a moment in the house. Blue Aiva. I saw that choking part too. Yeah, yes, we also it.
What choking part are you talking about?
So there was a moment you were with Blue Aiva. You guys got really close at some point. Yeah, we saw a part where, you know, in the bedroom, you guys had a romantic moment. You know, you were showing us some things. So what was the chemistry between you and her, and how are you guys now?
Now we're cool. The chemistry between me and her, we obviously, as everybody has seen, we were pretty very close in the house, and
and that's all.
Yeah, I mean, just like we can see, we were very close in the house, and we spent a lot of time together in the house, and everything that happened in the house was very genuine. Yeah.
Okay, so first you and Nana. You guys got really close. There was chemistry, but
was there?
Yeah, there was a bit of chemistry. But
oh, wow,
she liked you more.
Is that
it looked like there was chemistry, but it seemed like she liked you more, and maybe that wasn't what you wanted or something. Because, I don't know, you guys seemed pretty cool, and then there was just some distance at a point. What happened?
So, Nana, just like I always said, I liked her from a very platonic angle.
Oh,
and
okay.
I know it didn't look like that, but like everything I did with her was just from an angle of, well, guys, because like, okay, we come from like the same region in Nigeria. She's from Kaduna, I'm from Jos, and it's kind of like close. Yeah, so I think I had that soft spot for the fact that we came from the same place. Yeah. So everything I did was from a place of a platonic friendship. Yeah, so, and then I made it clear to her. So it's when I came out of the house and I'm hearing that I had a thing with Nana, it's shocking because, no, like everything that happened was just, from my angle, was genuine and platonic.
But from outside, it looked like something else.
Look, I mean, also, is like she said that she wanted something. She asked if I was down. I was like, no, I'm not like here for that. So like, I made that clear also. The first week in the house or second week, I can't remember.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so I've seen where people would say, oh, Blaqboi is the most talented. Oh, Blaqboi is so talented and all that. So I really want to know, when you were applying for Big Brother,
Yeah.
what was in your mind? What was on your mind? What did you want to project by going into Big Brother house and then coming out? Are you still on that same page? Did you think that thing has worked for you?
To be honest, first of all, I want to say, coming out of the house and hearing everybody saying you were very creative, you were very, like, bro, like, I feel like that is it for me, because like that is what I went there to show people. And coming out, everybody says that, it made me feel like I've actually achieved what I went there to do. Before the house, I knew that creativity was like my strong point, like creating, directing visual content was what I love to do. So that when I went to the house, it was like a natural thing. It's not like I said, this is going to be my strategy.
Okay.
But anytime we had a wager, I just found myself just, okay, guys, let's do this way, let's do it this way. And everybody was seeing and watching outside. And then I think coming out and seeing what people are saying actually made me feel very good and fulfilled, because I'm like, that's what I went to do. And I will say that I actually achieved what I went to do on the show.
I mean, coming out of the house, what was the first thing you did? What did you miss the most, and what was the first thing you did?
What did I miss the most? Bruh, freedom, because that house is like
It's a luxurious prison.
yeah, bro, it's like a prison. I mean, I know we had everything, but it was like a prison. So coming out I was just like, finally, like, I mean, I came out one week before the finale, but to be honest, I was actually happy. Yeah, because
You stayed that long. Did you think you would? At first, did you think you would stay that long?
I don't even know. I don't know. Not really. Not really.
So what do you think kept you in the house that long? Was it a strategy, or was it just you being you?
I think it was me being me, to be honest, because I didn't go to the show with a strategy. People have been saying like, bro, you were just you from beginning to end. I'm like, yeah, like that is why I went to the show. And I know that I didn't intentionally do anything to look like a strategy. Everything I did in the house was just me being me from beginning to the end.
Okay, I mean, we played that MI song for you because, of course, J-Town.
Shout out to J-Town.
Yes, and we say, because you're here, let's do
Thank
MI
you.
for you.
Thank
It's
you.
incredible.
I mean, talking about J-Town, recently there's been a conversation, especially on social media, about Southern guys in Northern. You guys are different. You're middle belt, and you're not actually North. You know, and you also lent your voice to that as well, trying to talk about the fact that because you're from Jos doesn't mean that you're from the North, and you're actually middle belt. This is something that even my friend Yusuf, who was in Big Brother 2, always also try to vocalize. So talk about that as well.
Okay, so yeah, you know, basically, Nigerians, so just like I said in my tweet, I said it was easier to explain to South Africans than to Nigerians that I'm not a Northerner. Because a South African doesn't know me. I don't need to tell you, okay, I'm not a Northerner. I'm from the middle belt of Nigeria. Like, oh, okay. But Nigerians will want to argue with you. Like, Ebubu was, I would say, Ebubu, I'm not from the North. Ebubu would say, no, you're from the North. I said, no, I am not. Now, they call us from Jos, they call us North Central. But like, that's not even the center of the North. That's the center of Nigeria. Plateau State, Abuja, Benue, Nasarawa, they're like in the middle of Nigeria. So they've been categorizing us under the North Central for long. I feel like this is a time to like bring our voices and say, no, we're not North Central, we're middle belt.
Nigerians just feel like once you speak Hausa, you're a Northerner.
Yeah, Northerner.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, now that you're out of the house, if I actually want to know what the reception was like for you when you came back, because I see that you people have fans. So what's the name of your own?
Black Nations.
Black. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
So, and I see that.
Are there fair people in this nation?
Of course.
What do you mean?
Is it by call? By call.
And I see that they give you people a lot of gifts. What was the reception like for you?
To be honest, like when I came out of the house, bruh, it was like, I just went on a show on TV, and then I spent 10 weeks and I come out and then people are screaming. And I'm like, when I get some DMs and I'm like, what, people are offering to do things for you. We're like, what? People are giving you gifts. I'm like, it's overwhelming. I don't even lie. It's a lot.
And once you mentioned that, okay, one of those days when you just came back and then you wore one of the outfits that you wore in the house, and people were complaining like, oh, why is he still wearing? And you're like, what's your business? Like, I just came out. I've not even had time to do this. When people heard, I'm sure some people would have, perhaps they offered you outfits too.
Yo, so first of all, it's not like I did not have outfits, but I came that morning to Nigeria that morning I came and I had to continue my mid-rounds in Nigeria. And my stuff wearing like in the hotel I was lodged. I just wore something I wore in the house. I had my interview just for me to come back, and I'm seeing people saying, I'm like, bruh, like, is this your problem? Is this what your issue?
So they feel like,
life is bigger than this.
stepped into another status right
Yeah,
now. So you
like,
should be different.
So like the thing is, I mean, it's not like I wanted to do that, but at that point I had no choice. I just had to do something very fast, which I did. So getting people saying, why are you doing this? I'm like, you can't control me. If it's me, like me, Black, we can't control me. I do what I want to do.
So they feel like that is the life that you signed up.
That I've signed up for, and I need to live up to their standard, that's not how I roll. I'll do what I want to do, regardless of how you feel.
Okay, so when Ipeleng was supposed to pick someone to go to the finals with Ultimate Veto Power, and then they announced the person, how did you feel finding out it wasn't you?
Just like I told Big Brother, even before that day, I was like, I don't think she's going to pick me. Because that week after we got separated and she won, like that week when she was head of house, we weren't so close. Because she had so much people around her, and I'm not the type to force myself. Like you could see she had too much people around her. I don't know why they were around her that week. I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying she had so much people around her at the time, and I was just on my own. Yeah. If you don't invite me, I don't come. So I told Big Brother, I was like, I don't think she's going to pick me. But to be honest with you, like when she made her decision, she picked whoever she picked. It was calm with me. But like her coming back to me to tell me, oh, because she asked us to have a conversation. She was like, oh, she wanted to pick me. In fact, she told Big Brother she was going to pick me. She doesn't know how the name she mentioned just came out of her mouth. And then again, under the same breath, she says, okay, and then she only picked him because she didn't want to leave the house first. That is, she thought he was weaker than she is. So she didn't want to be the first to leave the house. She wanted someone to leave before. That's what she said to me.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, it's fine, it's calm. But to be honest, I was very, very disappointed. Is it disappointed? I mean, I felt some type of way because I felt like we stayed the game together, like we were helping each other. It's like running a race, yeah? You are running with someone, and then you get almost to the finish line, and then you had the chance to like take someone, and then you take someone else, not the person you are running with. So of course, I felt that sort of. And then again, it was because if it was me, I would have picked her. I would have picked her if it was the one. So yeah, that sort of disappointment was there.
Okay, so I want to ask you. A lot of people don't talk about the mental and psychological effect of going into the show and coming out, because it's a different reality altogether that you come out to. How have you been able to deal with the mental stress, Twitter trolls, different things that happen? How have you been able to deal with it so far?
For me, I know how to handle trolls even before going to the house, because I mean I've been on the internet, so what you say, what you type doesn't get to me. That's me. I know people are different, but me, I don't care what it doesn't get to me. Like it doesn't get to me. The only thing I think I've been trying to manage is like the emotional stress. It's emotionally draining. The mental stress is mentally draining. But if it's social media, nah, you can say whatever, man. I'll help you retweet. It doesn't get to me. So I think it's just, but it's a lot. Mentally, you're going through a lot. Emotionally, you're going through a lot. Physically, you're going through a lot because you have to be up and, it's a lot.
So now you've got, okay.
Was it everything that you expected?
Coming out or the house?
The Big Brother show so far and then coming out, was it everything?
It was and more. But I got to know that the reception in Nigeria wasn't that great because of the elections. So like it was a big distraction to the show. Yeah. But I feel like everything that happens for a reason. So I'm also very grateful for the opportunity. And I mean, I wouldn't have said no, I don't want to go because of what's happening, and I want to try the next time because I don't know if I'll ever get on the show. So yeah, I'm grateful that I went on the show when I did.
Great. All right, so let's know what you're up to now.
So even before going on the show, I made content. But now, presently, I'm trying to start my production company, Blaqboi Concepts. Basically a film production company. Also trying to see how I can get to film school, to just know more about it. Open to influencing, open to brands and everything that aligns with
the Blaqboi brand.
Yeah, the Blaqboi brand. Thank you.
All right, so we want to say thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Blaqboi. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it with our guest today.